Hello, welcome back. A few people said they wanted to see a more detailed video of the headliner coming out and where the things are and what you've got to remove. So we're going to show you how to get the headliner out and what you've got to remove to take it out. So we'll start at the front normally. This is a 7-seater, can be a bit more difficult to get them out. So we start at the front here, just up in the corner of the visor. You've got 3 screws up there. So there's them up there. They've got to come out. There's also one that holds the visor there. There's a screw inside there. You have to pop that little cap off and then you can get the screwdriver in behind it. And then there's a ton of screws up in these holes here. So them all have to come out all the way along the front because that's one piece. Also your buttons for your sunroof up there. We have to pop them out and pop the buttons off the back.
Whole thing comes out.
Yeah, it just pops off, Debbie.
Yeah.
We have got some trim tools. It's best to use trim tools just because you don't want to ruin stuff. But yeah, that's where we start. So we'll go all the way along there, and then once he gets all these screws in, whatever he needs to get out, I'll show you how to get the buttons off and the light. There's one behind the light, and there's also one up. There's one where the sunroof winder would be up there as well, ain't there? I think there's one in there. From what I remember, is there?
Yeah, there's... Oh, no.
No,
there's not one there.
Well, if the sunroof winder was there, that would be holding this on as well, so you'd have to take the screw out of the sunroof winder. But continue on with that.
Okay.
Right, so as you can see, a lot of these screws have been taken out here. That one is the one where the clip comes out, so you can see the head of the screw. You have to just pop that out, and then once that's out, you take the screw out. And once the screw's out, you have to give that a bit of a pull because it works on
them clips.
On them clips. As the screw goes in, it opens them clips up to stop it just pulling out.
Sometimes they're a bit difficult to get out.
And then there's the sunroof switches. They've got to come out using the correct trim tool, a flathead screwdriver.
I tried to
Go in.
It wouldn't fit in.
Nah.
It's alright as long as you're careful.
Yeah. And you got the connectors behind there. They've got driver, so you know it's the driver's side and the passenger side. You know where the connectors go on the connectors. Yeah. Keep that safe. And then you've got one under your light there as well. I think
there's normally one,
but it's gone out because it does
I
seem
don't
very
know whether
tight.
it's been off before, but there's normally one there.
Normally one up inside there, which has been removed before.
And then I think there's one still in there.
There is one behind this and all that holds this to the headliner. Behind this, it's a little 8mm nut, if I remember right. There
is a little nut behind there.
Yeah, the last one we had took them off had been certificated, hadn't they?
Yeah.
There's your little 10mm. 2 little 10mm there that hold that light fitting on. They don't hold the headliner up to the roof, but they hold this plastic onto the headliner. So then I've got to come out. So my 2 10mm, little bulb in there. So you've normally got your winder there, so that would be holding it on as well. But on this one it's electric, so you don't have to worry about that. So that just means that you can get the headliner away from the light. And you've got to get the light out anyway because you've got wiring.
Yeah.
So that's that done. And then as you can see, the door grabs have been took off. Oh, you got one up there.
There's one up there. Then
this is going to come out.
The whole thing should
my
come
hands
down.
are filthy, so
just put it back in, Anthony.
My hands are all right.
Now some of these screws you've got to watch them because they don't come out when you're undoing it, but then all of a sudden they decide to fall out.
Yeah, so you lose most of them. So keep your eye on all them screws.
It's wet, look.
Yeah, there's a bit of water, so it's definitely been leaking. Probably the standard sunroof drains, they're either blocked or they're cracked, so we'll check them and stop it leaking.
As you can see.
Yeah.
It's not stuck to anything.
It has got a thing you can see through here if you've got problems, like it falls in your face. And then up there, and the grab handles to get out, in and out there, which have been took off. Show me how to pop them open on the back ones, Dad.
They're on here.
Oh,
Here's the ones.
pop them
Well,
open like that.
they normally drop off, they break off. Some of them already broke off, but they normally clip open like that, and they're just.
Them are 7mm, are they? Are that a strange size?
8mm, I think. I
I'm like,
took them off it. Yeah. 7, you're right.
7. Really wrong.
Really wrong.
There you go. So
But yeah, even if they do break off, they clip back on anyway.
yeah, and there's on this there's 4 of them. So you got one there, one there, one there, and one there. And because it's a 7-seater, you got 2 in the rear as well, which you probably won't have if it's a 5-seater.
Right, the next thing on this bit is this
The sunroof. So there's a little clip at the back there that just pops off,
trim, and that just pulls off.
and then that comes out. And then that'll allow it to drop down a bit further from there. And then once that front section's done, you move on. It's then at the rear, right?
Yeah,
We've got all sorts of things flying about in here.
yeah. There's these two come off the same, and then we'll show you how to get these
We'll show them in a second.
pillars off of there.
Right.
The other thing that's got to come off now, I don't know. He's behind you.
What's that?
The sensor up there
Oh yeah, that pops off, do we?
clips out.
There we go. And then there's just a connector in the back of it, which you probably have to do with 2 hands, to be honest.
Yeah, I'll do that in a minute. So these,
Yeah, you have to do that with 2 hands.
and then the pillar.
Yeah. So first you have to get the door seal and peel it off, because behind the door seal are the little gubbins that hold them in. Same with your front ones as well. Your front door pillars are the same.
And this one as well.
Yeah, take it off that rear bit. Pulling device.
I have the correct thing here.
Ooh. Am I tight, are they? They normally fall off.
Yeah. Very tight.
That comes off anyway, because you've got to get the front pillars down as well, yeah. But we'll leave them in because them holding the headliner up at the front. These ones there.
Yeah.
But that's that out.
Okay.
See, let me come round there so we can see the clips. Let's go around the other side. So in there are some little clips. You have to pop them off like that. That one is one up there, yeah. And you got them on both sides.
Yeah, there's just
Pop
two.
it out. And there's 2 on the other side. And then that pulls that off.
And then I think there's just one plug at the top in there.
Yeah, just up there at the top. There's another. There's like one of the, it's one of them that pushes into the metal body itself, eh?
Yeah, up there. Up there.
And this seatbelt piece here just slots over there. Look, so if you look at that just slots over that bolt. So when you put it back on, that goes over the bolt head. But yeah, you can just leave them hanging on the seatbelts, and no need to take the seatbelts out or anything like that. You can just leave them hanging down there. And it's the same on the other side. Oh, right in the bull bag with that. And then this is the same here as well. Oh, they just pop out now. You have to pull them. So behind here is just the same sort of top clip as these, which is one of them there. Look, it just pops into a little slot up there. There it is. Pops into that slot, and these are the same. So it is nice to have trim tools. We've got them pliers anyway for these.
Yeah,
You push them in.
I think there's 2 in there on that
Yeah,
one.
there's one there and one there. We've got the pliers. You push the pliers in and squeeze them, and it just pops the clips out.
Yeah, you just got to be careful when you pull this one off because there's a
Little speaker.
small speaker
There's a
there
little tweeter in there.
connected.
Yeah.
And you can just leave these lying on there.
Yeah. So you've got all 4 of them out there. That one, and then that trim's going to have to come off over there, and that over there, the sensor for the alarm, has also got to be unplugged. And then the front's done, apart from these 2 pillars that are holding it up while we continue. And then you're going to move on to the back. And there's some bits up here. There. So the sunroof button's got to come out. Same, the light's got to come out as well. That's absolute nightmare, because on that light there is a connector, and the connector is wrapped in some sort of tape,
Yeah.
and you just can't get it off. This, I can't believe the net's so baggy on there. Look.
No, it's unusual.
Yeah, that look relatively new.
It's been used.
Yeah, they've been pulled on. But yeah, there's a light there as well. The sunroof, around the sunroof, the same as in the front, and then all these back pieces have got to come off as well. So we'll show you all that. Right, we took them ones out. 7 mils.
There's a spacer behind each one in there.
It's got a little locator on it, eh?
Yeah. It'll only go in one way.
Yeah. So then you got to keep hold of them. So these use the longer
These
bolts
are
as well.
different handles to the normal ones. Normally you get them like that, but for some reason these have got
Like
this
a little
part on.
holder
Yeah,
for a
and
hook.
there's a small. It's on your side there. Little small plug.
That goes in there.
Yeah, that goes in there, and there's a screw located inside there.
Yeah. So normally you just have them the clips on them that pop open with a hook
Yeah.
on, and the rear ones have got hooks out there, but the hooks are already on there. But
There's
yeah,
a different type.
different type on there. So we just take them off,
Oh, come off on that one.
and them screws.
There's a screw in that
screw
one,
and a 7 mil.
but a 7mm in this side.
So weird, I have seen that before. And then on your over there is another alarm sensor up in the corner, which is the same. That just pops off.
That one.
There you go.
There's a locator on the back.
Yeah.
Just make sure you don't lose it. And there's another one in there. No worry about it. If it won't come out, it'll drop out when you fetch the panel off.
Just remember where it's in there, so you know that it has dropped.
Yeah, it'll come out.
And then you've got the ones up in the ceiling, are you?
Yeah.
So you've got the one behind this light that needs to come out, so because you've got a connector behind there. So there's a light here and a light down there.
This comes off as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, the alarm just pops off like that.
Pull that out there.
And a connector out the back.
We'll put all this in the tub. Keep it all together.
To be fair, them alarm things, I don't think it matters whether you put that one there or that one there, because
No.
in the past we've had them in just in one box and we'll just put them back, so I don't think that makes much of a
No.
difference.
I don't think it does.
So
really.
the next thing to do is up here.
There's not one there.
There's one under that either.
Yeah, there's one there.
There's one in there, and the switch has got to come out as well.
Oh no, there's not one. It's the hole for the winder.
Oh, it must
There's not
be.
one there.
It's under the switch today, or is it,
Probably behind the light.
we've done tons of these, but when you come back round to them, you can never remember, can you? Find that down there. I think it's behind the button.
Flickering light. Behind
I'm pretty sure it's behind the button.
the button.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Have a look up that hole. There's one around somewhere holding these.
There's something up there, I can feel it.
Is the one behind that bulb? Take that bulb out. No, there is there.
Is it behind the actual...
The whole light comes out of that one.
This ain't going well.
Come on.
This ain't going well.
I don't know. Don't want to come out, does he?
No. Come back to that.
Anyway, we'll come back to that in a sec. Right, it is definitely up that hole. Rarely rung, that's what I said it was in the first place.
All we're going to do now is try and locate this onto it.
If it's the right size, I'm sure it's an 8mm, you know, we'll try. It could be a 10mm.
This is a 7.
We'll get the right size, and there's definitely one up there where the sunroof button is. If you ain't got a sunroof button, there's just a thing that pops off there. And it's up there, but yeah.
It's just a bit awkward.
It's an 8 or a 10, it's just you have to go up there and get it. And then the only other thing here is the connector, the back of this light, that needs to be removed as well. So you'll rip that off. And then we can move on to these side panels.
Which we've done loads of.
He's having a lie down.
I've had enough.
You ain't going to reach that, you got Go Gadget on.
I'm looking at the wrong hole again. I can see it.
Go Gadget. No. It's an 8, are you?
This plug's in the way.
Unplug it then.
It must be an 8.
You wouldn't think we've done tons of these. I'm going to get an 8mm. Right, back to the hardest part of the entire job. Locating that thing.
Well, you gotta go back to it again because it definitely don't go on that.
What is it then? Is it a 10? I'm going to have to take it off you in a minute.
I think it's a screw.
Oh. Posi drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got one.
It's
It's a screw.
It's a screw.
We should go back and watch our own videos.
They're all different now.
We might know what we're doing. It does depend if it's been off before and when it was made. On a few of them, that's definitely been an 8mm bolt.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's got to come out, and then we move on to the rear bits.
Put it back in as well after.
That's it. In your face.
You know.
There we go. That's the centre out. So now all that's holding me are these two rears here, that piece along the back which snaps off, and then the two pillars at the front, and then it can be lowered down. There's on bounce around here somewhere. Good, nice. This is why it'll be different, because we're going to have to put something different in because we've lost him. There it is. Okay.
Okay.
So these rear panels here, they come out, all these are like pressed in plastic stoppers, and you need to use a trim tool to pull them out, which we've got somewhere. So there's a couple of screws in there, but the rest of them are just push-in ones, so we find that tool. So you get one of them trim tools, you like the fork on the end of it.
I hate this. Oh, give me that.
Greasy.
Professionalism at its greatest, this is.
Says the man who don't know that was a screw. I thought been trying to use a 7mm on it. That'll come on.
What I need.
There you go. That a screw, is he? With top on.
No, these are not.
Why is it so hard to come out?
They're normally just. God knows.
I want to stop the video.
This
there.
is.
So these are like press stud things, like the pushing, and they've got the barbs on them.
That was pretty tight. That was.
That was very tight. They normally come out really easy. I reckon all of them would be tight. They've probably never been out before.
No.
Because normally, them super loose. That's normally what you do to get them out. They're normally pretty quick. It's pretty easy. So you just pop them all out like that, and you've got.
And there's two.
One there. There's a screw there and a screw in that corner with caps on.
With the cap on.
That one's lost its cap, and the rest of them are all that type.
And this part here, there's a plastic cover, like, really, I suppose.
Yeah, it just pops off, don't you?
Yeah. It's going to pop off.
There you go. It just pops off like that. And that's just a plastic cover, but that's
so
got to come out the way so you can get it past the seat belt. You shouldn't have to take any of the seat belts off to get these out, but you just go all around them plastic poppers and the screws now, and then this entire piece of like the cream plastic comes out, and you can actually, if you sort of extend the seat belts, you can get it on the roof, can't you?
Yeah.
And it's out the way. We've left the headrests in, haven't we? We've done it as well.
Yeah.
Once you fold the headrest down, once you get the headliner down past the headrest, you can fold the headrest back up out the way, and you can still get the headliner out. It's an absolute nightmare to get the headliner out, no matter what. Trying to get it out the back door without greasing it. Yeah. But yeah, that's the best way to do it.
And these two here are longer than the others, so just remember
which ones go where.
That these two go at the back there.
We'll rewatch this video to remember that later. Yes, please.
Right, so that's that off. That's that off.
And then we've got to pop the plastic thing off at the rear.
Yeah. You need to get the other one off, really, to that stage, don't you?
So it's the same this side.
And then
you fold them down, and this pops towards you. Know it?
This, yeah.
So you get something up the back, a trim tool up the back of there, and then pull it towards you.
It's all clipped, just clipped on.
Yeah, but that's actually over the top of these pieces here. So you do have to get that out before you can get these side pieces out.
Yep.
So you just pull this.
You've got to get a good tug out.
Yeah, them proper stuck in either. But just tug it towards you, and then it will come off. You can see the clips there it's held in with, look. So then I just pushed into the body, but it's on tight, so you do have to give it a good pull. There we go. Oh, pretty sturdy. They don't tend to break, do they?
No, that cover's missing. Look. Yeah. But we have got a couple of spare ones.
Them covers fold down when you put the headrest down, just to cover them up. So there's a big gap there. But like I say, you can leave the headrest in. So the next job to do is all around this one here, like we've done on the other one, and then these two side panels.
We should
come out.
We should be able to move this, put this back up.
Yeah, this one should move, shouldn't it? No.
And this one should come out.
You do have to sort of give them a bend up and all the stuff. I mean, it's a bit of a nightmare with these when it's got the 7 seats. So you can just pull that out, and then if you extend your seat belt, you can get that outside the car, just to be out of the way.
It's the end of the day.
He's got his clown shoes on, that's what it is.
My legs are going to sleep. You can normally put these on the roof.
Yeah, if you give them all a pull out. And that's just out of the way there. You just keep the seat belts and everything out of the way. We'll probably have to move this just to get the headliner out, but it just gets them out of the way. So that's that bit done. Next is the other side, which is exactly the same way. We'll get that side out and then we'll show you how we get the headliner out.
I'll throw it.
So you can see, yeah. Right, we've lost some of the footage of getting it out, unfortunately. Another corrupted card. Basically, you drop it down, tip it this way, push on the clearance from the door, so it's sort of at that angle, and then you come out like that. We're going to put it back in there. So the way it goes in is the way it comes out. So we'll put it in. What you want to do is, when it goes in and it's at the front, push the two A-pillars up and they'll hold it at the front, and then we can put a couple of screws in at the back, push the A-pillars up and they'll just hold it so you can get the rest of it up. You can actually, once it's past these, you can pull them down and then push it back up and then hold it at the back, or the A-pillar hold it at the front. Put the headrest in there. If you've got a 5-seater you can't do that, but we'll do that now and see what happens. We have sealed the leaky sunroofs. They had like a paper mache stuff on them before. This is Tiger Seal. We could only get it in white, but it's good stuff, and we have tried it. We've tipped the water in there. It's coming out of the drains and not leaking from around this area. We've done front and back sunroofs, so you can do that just to make sure that your sunroofs drain and are sealed, because that's normally where the problems are caused. So now we'll put the headliner in. Right, so there you can see, it's starting to go in. It's going to look pretty good once it's in. We'll just get all the panel bits and everything put back together. Same as they come out really. So that side's on. It's just with them clips there. See that one, really quite one. Sometimes you need a little screwdriver just to get them to clip over like that. And then that's on there. Bottom one's on, so that's all in nice. That one's going on over there. The two front A-pillars are on. We've got one handle on there. The necks are up there. I have to give in before you put the headliner on. Like you see when we took it out, you have to unbolt them. Then it's the big pieces at the back and all your sunroof bits. And obviously your main bit there, but you can see how nice it looks with that truck bed liner. So if you're gonna do it and you're gonna paint it, that's what I paint it with. It's got a bit of a shimmer to it and it's got a bit of a texture to it as well, so it covers up some of the worst spots. And you ain't got to worry about it coming down again. So I'll give you that. Right, the headliner is finished and it's in, and there it is in all its glory. So they do look really good. This one's been a bit of a bitch putting, eh? Yeah. None of the trim wanted to go back on. It needs to close that little one up there. Hadn't he? Yeah, it has. Somebody took it out before to seal the sunroofs.
What did you say? A bit of trim.
Just needs closing there, look.
Oh.
Had been out before, so we got screws and stuff missing out of it that were in there when we took it apart, so time to find the screws and stuff, but I've literally done none of this. This is all because I'm working on which I've got the
I'm the assistant just going upstairs to replace these.
Okay. I'm working on this subframe.
It is the dog.
Trying trying to replace these bushes, which I'll do a video on as soon as I've got that one out and I know what I'm doing. I'll do it on that one. So please like and subscribe. We're nearly at 1,500 subscribers, so if you can like and subscribe, and we'll continue doing videos. Like I say, we did miss a bit of footage off the middle of this because the camera stopped recording, or it corrupted on the card. But you've got the gist of it, you've got how to take it out, we've showed you putting it back in, and then whack all the screws in. We're going to hoover this one out. We've got a bit to do on the side here, and also it's got a problem starting that it's now developed. So when you try and start it, it's sort of just clicking. We've got a feeling that it's the starter motor, so we're going to take the contact ring off the starter motor without taking the starter motor out. So this is going to be an easy repair, and we'll show you what we're going to do with that on the next video. So we'll get it up in the air once this is back off the lift, and we'll get on with that. So like and subscribe. See you later.